All right, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can start and complete the Robo Bear quest inside of Bee Swarm Simulator. So firstly, you're going to have to go ahead and start this quest. Now, the only downside to this quest is once you start it, there are numerous other ones we'll have to do. So firstly, you're going to have to get 4 drives for this. So the 4 drives are going to be the white drive, and then you're going to have to get the red drive, and then you're going to have to get the blue drive, and then the corrupted drive. Now, if you are wanting to enter into my giveaway, I'm giving away every single one of these vouchers. Not only will you get the Convert Speed and the Bee Gather vouch, you will also get the Buddy, Cub, and the Bear Bee vouch. And to enter into the giveaway, all you got to do is comment your Roblox username down below and hype this video and leave a like, and that'll go ahead and enter you into the giveaway. All of these is pretty straightforward, but firstly, you're going to come and talk to Robo Bear, and he's in between the crafting area where you use the blender and the red hive area. So you go ahead and talk to him, and he will give you the first quest. Now, to start off this quest, what you're first going to have to do, if you do not know how to get this quest started, is you're going to have to get the first glitched drive, or just drive in general. So to get this, what you're going to need to actually do is come on over to here. If I can just get over there on time. You're going to come over here, use this, and you're going to have at least 30 bees, because we're going to come into this 30 bee section, and you're going to come on in to the left side. There's going to be this, it's called a cog. It's just going to be in here. You're going to jump down, and it's going to be sitting right here on this ledge. And once you obtain that, that'll go ahead and give you the first one that you'll use, and that'll be the broken drive that will be repaired for the first Science Bear quest. Is pretty simple. So we're going to head on over to the Science Bear. So this is where you're going to start off the first quest. Now, you have to start the first quest, but there are numerous to follow after this. So you'll go ahead and talk to Science Bear, and he will start off the quest. There might not be an exclamation mark here, but you're going to go ahead and talk to him, and he's going to give you the first quest. Now, this first one is going to be repairing the white drive. So firstly, obviously, you'll need to get the first quest started, which will give you the broken drive, and then you'll go ahead and talk to him, and he'll give you the quest to repair it. Firstly, you're going to have to collect about 268 million total white pollen, and then you're going to have to collect roughly 17 million with the spark staff, which obviously does suck. Then you're going to have to collect about 500 mark tokens, chase 256 fireflies, use 4 field boosters, which is pretty easy considering there are 3, so you can get this within an hour. And then you'll have to obtain 12 soft wax, 4 micro converters, and 1 glue. Now, this is sort of like you pay to finish it, because these micro converters, waxes, and glue will actually be removed from your inventory whenever you finish the quest. Now, after you complete this, the next one is going to be the red drive, which is going to be over from the panda. So we're going to go ahead and talk over to him. He's going to be just right here, obviously, if you know where panda is. Now, once you talk to panda, he's going to pretty simply just want you to do a few things. So firstly, you're going to have to get 500,000 total, or 500 million total red pollen, which, I mean, for the most part is pretty simple. Then you're going to have to get a diamond amulet from the ant challenge, which is a bit more complicated, but I mean, pretty easy if you know what you're doing. And then you're going to have to get a bronze stick bug amulet at least. It's at least bronze, not you have to earn bronze. You just have to get at least bronze or higher. And then this one's more annoying, but you're going to have to get blown away by the windy bee 50 times. Now, the way this works is when the windy bee spawns in, right, there's like the tornadoes and everything. You're going to have to essentially stand next to the windy bee while it charges up an attack that'll have like red lines that point forward, and let it shoot you away. And you have to do this 50 times. This one definitely takes the longest. And then you have to kill the king beetle just once, which, if you don't know where the king beetle is, it's pretty simple. Just come on in here, right in front of the blue HQ behind this blue petal. You can jump on in here, and it spawns in roughly every day or so. You can kill it, and it'll spawn in right there. Now, after you have done that, you will get the red drive, and then it's on to get the blue drive. Now, to get the blue drive, you're going to have to complete the quest given from Dapper Bear. So I don't know if it explicitly tells you which bear you're going to get it from, but we'll go ahead and get it right now. So you're going to come up here to the back side, obviously, where all of these things are. You're going to come in here. This is Dapper Bear. So you're going to have to talk to him and go through his dialogue, and then click a separate button that's going to appear, and then that'll unlock the quest for you. So firstly, you're going to have to collect 500 million blue pollen, and then you're going to have to collect 200 or 25 million pollen in planters, which this one is more, it's not difficult, it just takes a while. And then you're going to have to purchase 5 bee equips, which is super, super easy, especially considering you can buy 2 without having to complete quests, and then just do that, 3 times whenever it recycles. and then deal 5 million damage to puff shrooms, which is also really easy once one puff shroom spawns in, especially since a lot of planners do commonly spawn in puff shrooms. And then the final one, which is reach 1 million damage dealt to a single puff shroom. So essentially what that means is you're going to have a very high damage or rare puff shroom rarity spawn in that'll have at least 1 million HP. And then you'll have to, fully solo that one and successfully solo it. And then that'll contribute to the quest. And then you can, go ahead and claim that. And then you'll get the final quest, which is going to be back on over to Science Bear, where you're going to get the glitch drive. So obviously you're going to have to come back on over to Science Bear. This is going to be how you get the final one. Now, the first one, which is currently the one I'm obviously working on, this is corrupting the glitched drive. Firstly, you have to get this, which I'll explain how this works, which is the collecting duped ability tokens. But then there is the collect 134,000 pollen with bombs, collect 67 million pollen with the porcelain dipper, beams. So that's the beams are whenever you swing the porcelain dipper, after 10 swings, it shoots down a beam, which is that'll be what you use. That'll get you that. Then you have the craft 128 ingredients in the blender, defeat 2 tunnel bears, obtain 12 hard wax, obtain 8 microconverters, and obtain 4 glue. So the hard wax, microconverters, and glue are going to be the ones that disappear from your inventory, sort of like you're buying the last one. And then after you do those, you'll finish the final one, and you can take that back to Robo Bear and give it to him, and you can finish the quest line. Now, to get the glitched tokens, though, this is where it kind of gets confusing. So every 10 minutes or so, there will be a message similar to this. So as you can see right here, if I can zoom in on it, we have this quest or message. It's kind of hard to see, but it says Science Bear says, my device is glitching, and then it'll list a field that it is glitching. So essentially what this does is this will corrupt the field. So this is the only way you can get corrupted fields and things in general before you get the actual digital bee. So by doing that, that'll allow you to get the corrupted field passive and whatnot, and then get the duplicated glitched tokens. These are going to be essentially whenever you are just collecting tokens in general, one of them is going to like pop up with a little circle above you, and you'll just stand under it for a few seconds and it'll duplicate that token. But for the most part, that is pretty much it for this video. If this helped you out, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you on the next one.